Thanks for going on the trip with us to Leiper's Fork. We're here with Jerome Dempsey, who's on the town council here in Smyrna. And we just want to open up conversations about the things that we saw in Leiper's Fork and some things that maybe we can glean from here in Smyrna as we try to build the culture of the Depot District for our community. We also want to say thank you to Jason Gibson
Absolutely.
and Leslie Gibson for letting us be in the print shop upstairs here. They've done an amazing job, and they're doing an amazing job in the Depot District. So if you haven't been here to visit them and taste their great food and cuisine and their hospitality, please come down and check it out.
And the atmosphere is awesome.
The atmosphere is great. And we're going to be talking about place, actually, because that's one of the things that we saw in Leiper's Fork. I kind of coined what I call Aubreyisms, and I'm just going to quote one of the first
Yeah, I
ones.
watched the video, and he has some unique vocabulary.
He did, and some perspective.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I gleaned from it was environment informs thoughts and emotions, and that informs actions. And those actions then bring you the outcome of economic sustainability. So they're creating that environment that makes people feel things.
And that's what we are trying to do here. Create that environment to bring the people to this destination, to drive the economy, drive tourism, just the excitement, the atmosphere. What are we unique for?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing he said. Use what you got and,
Right,
and
right.
decide, what are those things that are unique to who you are.
Absolutely.
And capitalize on them. I told him about our new branding for the town, which capitalizes on our identity, really our history.
Which
with
is
the trains,
planes,
planes, and automobiles.
automobiles, yeah.
Because the town had its beginning at the train station.
That was incorporated around 1869
Right.
for the depot,
Right.
and then the Seward Air Force Base
Right.
in the early 1940s,
Right.
preparing for World War II. And then Nissan, the cars, came in the early to mid 1980s.
Transportation's our history.
Trains, planes, automobiles.
That's right.
That's our branding. We need to capitalize on it. And Ron, I just want to say thank you for everything, the initiative. How long have you been working on trying to get the Depot District, the downtown area, the arts and the culture migrated to this area?
Oh, that's 14 years now we've been working on it and still working on it.
Still working on it.
There's a lot that we can do.
Yes.
A lot of growth that we can have.
So going back to I watched the video of Leiper's Fork visit, such a unique place that I think we can make Smyrna the same unique place with our own identity. But what were some of the vocabulary that Aubrey Preston used? One stuck out to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Hyper globalization, which just started me to thinking about, okay, how do we get beyond our little circle? How do we get our identity beyond our circle here in this geographical area, and which is globalization, and how do we accelerate it? That's the hyper part of it, and that's what we're trying to do.
He actually paired together hyper-local because then people come from other places and actually look for the local flair of what you have to offer.
So share some of the initiatives.
The Lowry Street project.
Right.
And we've seen the upgrading of the
You hear the train?
environment. Yeah,
There's the train coming by.
Just trying to upgrade and bring what I call ancient modern, to modernize and bring the environments to something that's inviting, but yet preserve what is historic.
And it's going to take a partnership between public and private, and the town's partnership is we've redone the depot 10, 12 years ago. We have festivals.
Only about 8.
Eight,
Yeah.
okay. We're currently redoing Front Street, trying to bring it a facelift. There's some inconvenience, but with progress, there's going to be inconvenience. The Lowry Street Initiative, the Depot District, the town's completed phase 1. They're moving on into phase 2 and eventually phase 3.
Those are our environmental
Right,
too.
right. That's what the environment that we're trying to create. But on the private side, with Ron, he's the catalyst of moving and promoting the merchants and the businesses downtown. And so the private industry can't do it by themselves, nor can the public sector do it by itself.
And that group of property owners in Leiper's Fork decided to make investments.
Yes.
They invested money in the property around,
Yes.
that they decided they could do something with it.
Well, we're in a property now, used to be an old print shop. And now, the atmosphere of the print shop restaurant is just amazing. This thing was totally rehabbed, upgraded to current standards, and it's a great destination.
I think continuing to look at what's here, it's going to take some new construction. But the new construction, like what Jeremy did with his building,
Jeremy
that actually
Bird.
fits the motif and the environment that we're trying to create, that ancient modern feel.
Yeah, Front Street signs,
Front Street signs.
Charles Welchance with the theater.
Right.
The Front Street Tavern, the doctor's office where Carpe Artista used to be.
Right.
So all these, wealth management, Jimmy Woods just remodeled his building, brought it up. Fabulous building.
So those are parts of the environment. Yeah, and I think there's still a lot that we can do. Having a bigger vision for the back area behind these buildings and really developing them into something
I have
that draws
visions
people.
of an amphitheater, walkability, your art crawl. Maybe get into describing some of your art crawl.
Well, engaging activity with the businesses and with the restaurants that brings the local public actually into the restaurants.
Yeah.
With the art.
Yeah, and the farmers market at the Depot District on Saturday mornings has been a great success. Your Simply Smyrna event. When's
Simply
that coming?
Smyrna, Depot Days.
Right, Depot Days.
Those events are things that draw people into the area, but we need the environment to actually create those too, and that invites people.
That
into the
expands
area.
that invitation. That invitation is locally right now, but we need to expand that to bring in more people and let them see what a gem we have here in Smyrna.
One of the other things that Aubrey talked about is what's your one thing for your marketing hook?
What's your hook?
What's your hook? You've been here how long?
30 years.
Yeah, and I've been here like 26. I think as long as I've been here, it's felt like the town wanted an identity that was more than just feeling like it was a pass-through town.
Even personally, people struggle with identity. Who are we? Who's the town? When I first moved to Smyrna in 1994, I'd moved to Nashville in '86 from Chattanooga. Drove out here looking to buy a house, and we just happened to drive out here. We drove out here and fell in love with this community, and the people were so welcoming. And I take that to when the Seward Air Force Base was developed, we had a lot of transient people come and go. So they were used to people from the outside coming in, and the community welcomed those people, and they've welcomed me, they've welcomed you, and I still feel that sense of being welcomed.
That's part of one of our identities that we've chosen, not to reconstitute as a city,
Right.
but to stay a town. To keep that local and that inviting feel. We talked about at one point coining the phrase Tennessee's town.
One thing of the town leadership that they continuously emphasize, quality of life. You know, what can we do to improve the quality of life? We have a great park system. We have We have the interstate running through the town. We have state roads. You know, we've got Nissan. We've got the Smyrna Airport. You know, it's getting ready to do the Blue Angel show. And
You've got the Tennessee Technology Center.
Yeah, the TCAT.
Next
Right.
to, which is an amazing place.
Which is a technical training college. We have Motlow. You know, we have all these, we have Stonecrest, all these components that a lot of people don't realize we have. And some way we need to get the word out.
We need to kind of create that feeling of you need to come see.
Destination.
You need to have as a destination coming to see things around the airport and see things, the other districts
Right.
we've talked about.
We have a Rotary Club Wings of Freedom Fish Fry every September. We raise $225,000 a year, and we give it right back to the community and grants. We have so many events here that we just need to get that out to the public. But I just want to commend you on what you're doing with the arts, the culture. I'm a retired civil engineer. I have no artistic ability. It's black and white, straight lines. But Ron here does, okay?
You're still creative.
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
You are.
I create roads and different
that takes a
water
different kind of
plants and different
creativity.
stuff, yeah. But Ron has really brought culture and arts to Smyrna, and in the form of music, in the form of art, in the form of dance, you know, just different things. And he's developing this art crawl, which will be a destination from place to place to place, and that's going to be a win for the town.
There's a lot of things, things that we can glean from this. So right now, we're going to bring our conversation to an end, really, and just open up the opportunity for you in our community with this blog, with this post. Hopefully you're going to go on other adventures with us, and we want to open up the opportunity for you to just talk about the things that you see and things that you think would be great for our town.
And share it.
That's exactly
Yes.
right. Open those conversations so that we can look at ways to create the future for the town of Smyrna with its arts and its culture.
And who knows, whoever sees this, repost it, they could be the catalyst for something even bigger than what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. It's going to take significant investment of time and attention, but also of money. There's opportunity for larger investors to come in
Yes.
and help us realize some of the vision that is here. The amphitheater, the development of certain properties with mixed use space.
The walkability.
The walkability, all of those kind of things. So there's opportunity. Get on this blog, tell us what you think, share your ideas. That's what this is all about. Thanks for joining us on the adventure. Join us on more, because they're coming. Have a great day.
Thank you.